We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Division rivals do battle. Next. Anibal Sanchez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Manny, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect it to continue all season long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no strikes. That's a ball.
Wow, 3rd pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So here's Pete Alonso, lifetime against Anibal Sanchez. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. Alonso is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Michael Wacha will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Michael Wacha, if he brings a straight changeup, that's his best pitch. Drafted in the 1st round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
Here now is Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Here's the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner. Hit back up the middle. There's Cano. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting second, the center fielder, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The average has been good. 306 to start the day. 13 home runs, 39 driven in. To third. To second, there's Cano. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. The pitch.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Batting fifth, the second baseman,
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's set. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Eaton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Batting seventh, the center fielder.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball one, no strike.
Popped him up. Zimmerman in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and in steps the lefty power threat Eric Thames.
The right fielder, Eric Thames.
Here comes the first pitch. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Cespedes going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Cespedes, and a reach here, but this gets past him, and this one could be trouble. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
So a runner on second with 1 down now, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. Set and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The set and the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Kendrick, the runner at second with 1 away. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Full count, 3-2. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. Fouled off. This is pulled into right. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
3-0 now. Three balls, no strikes. There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
He's set the 3-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The full count offering, and it's fouled away. Here's the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. Will move to the 3rd with no score.
Back now in Washington, D.C., home of the Nationals, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in strikeouts, so this is a pitching staff that possesses a lot of dominant arms. One of them told me, the talent and pure stuff on this team is ridiculous. So as long as we're going after the hitters and commanding our pitches in the right spots, we'll have a lot of success. Most of the time that's the case, and that's because we trust in our abilities. It's pretty clear these guys are some of the best around at keeping the opposition off balance. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
In now, Michael Wacha, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is try to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. As a look, now the pitch. Hit to third. Cabrera's there. Kendrick. Relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. Mets leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Conforto has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number one.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Anibal Sanchez.
And now for Washington, Anibal Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Soft grounder left side. Gonna be a tough play. Throw in time and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Conforto. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2-1 to count. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. And he lays off for ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Runner goes for second. Slow roller down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Up next to the bat, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So a runner aboard at second here with one away. And set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike to count. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1. Here it is. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Adam Eaton.
The center fielder, Adam.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Now at the plate, Juan Soto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, Eric Thames. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Thames, 33 years old. He was selected in the 7th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Wacha's ready. Here's the 1-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Michael Wacha. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Throw won't get him.
He's in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
And that's a called strike at the letters. So that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
First and second here with nobody out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here now the 2-2.
Can't lose, ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Payoff pitch home. On the ground to Kendrick. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to Zimmerman, and they get them both.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with the 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch on its way. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So digging in now, Michael Conforto, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wacha.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in, Howie Kendrick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0. Now a check swing, appeal to first, and the umpire Jerry Hillsdale says he went around for strike 1. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 17.
Coming to the plate now as Drupal Cabrera hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Nimmo is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So 2 are gone now for Ryan Zimmerman. First delivery to him on the way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Wacha steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Fouled away. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
The 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Zimmerman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Here's the pitch. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Cano awaiting the 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's going, he's going.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. And he is in there.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Grounded to the right. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Austin Voth takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. And And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Looked like a four-seamer that just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Really no excuse for that. That'll go as a pass ball, and deservedly so.
Grounded back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Wacha.
Standing in now, Michael Wacha, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff McNeil. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Three runs already home here. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. Ready for another chance? Yan Gomes. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The 0-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Now another 2-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Starlin Castro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Starlin Castro.
Out in front of it, strike one. The average for him at 267 on the year. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. Rosario's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now batting, Trey Turner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Wacha steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
A ball and a strike. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Ryan Harper is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Ryan Harper.
Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch on its way. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And he fouls this one off. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
You've got to like the effort there from the right fielder. He gives chase and leaps, but just can't bring it down. Excellent backup from the center fielder, though, coming to help out. If he doesn't, that might have been an inside the Parker.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he's safe.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't irk you.
Oh, it does irk you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Kendrick. Relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals nothing. Adam Eaton digging in next. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Two and one.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Popped up. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away.
Up next for the Nationals, the left fielder, Wacha.
Here now is Juan Soto, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Eric Thames comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat. So
now to the plate, Howie Kendrick, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Now the 2-0 pitch to Kendrick. Down the third baseline. 2 out with a man at first. Three and 1 to Howie Kendrick.
One strike.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Circle change there, called strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Two down, runners at first and second. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Daniel Hudson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. The pitch. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3-0 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
J.D. Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 28, J.D. Davis.
Now this is hit high and deep out to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay to second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And the second runner will stop at third, and they're at the corners now with nobody out.
Execute your pitch down and away below the knee, and a left-hander's able to shoot it through the 5.5 hole. That fires me up.
Hunter Strickland comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2, and he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 2-0. Taken strike one on the inside corner.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The 2-2 hit high and deep out to left center field. Eaton going back, still ranging back. Gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 19th home run for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Number 40, Wilson.
At the plate, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Still only one out in the inning. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is eaten, he makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. 2 out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now here's the pitch. And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. That's by him for strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit high and deep out to left field. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead got even wider.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Wander Suero comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Final damage here, 10 come to the plate, 7 runs score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mets lead it 11-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Gesellman will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jake Marisnick is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Gesellman primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knob.
To the plate now, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second, there's Cano. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Victor Robles will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. 287 the average coming in. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
On the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
The batter, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
At the plate now, Trey Turner, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
The 1-0 pitch.
2 balls.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
A runner on first with 2 away. Two balls and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
To 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Nationals leave one. They trail in this one 11-0. Will Harris enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Will Harris.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Fastball well outside.
2-0.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jake Marisnick. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Popped him up. Gomes has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. First pitch coming. Here it is. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, McNeil carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Harris, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box, Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Comes set with the 0-1.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike. Oh, that's off the plate.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Back in standing. And, oh, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The next 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals, and no swing apparently. Ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Eaton going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Striding into the box, Adam Eaton. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. One and two now to Adam Eaton.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Juan Soto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
the right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
Into the box, Eric Thames. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He's set, and the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
11-0 the final shutout total in this one. The New York Mets get the win after banging out 16 total hits. Michael Wacha earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: